Good morning, friends.
Good
Good
morning,
afternoon.
sir.
Morning.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon, sir.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, sir.
The introduction of retailing, what is the meaning, etc. So discussing, and as you know that among all the industry, retail industry is ever growing industry. So can anyone say what is the reason for that? We have a different industry, so even sometimes we will call retail as a service. It comes under one separate industry. Retailing is a process. Actually, we categorize it as one separate industry. So, what are the reasons? So, might be for the first unit, there's a discussion called economic and social importance of retail. Okay, so why the retail industry is having more relevance in terms of growth. So you can see from the slide. So in the last 20 years, it's consistently growing, and the growth rate is also increasing. What might be the reason? Yes.
So one reason may be because of the population, sir, increase in population, because all the people needs retail outlets because it's essential for day-to-day living, sir. The products which we use. So one reason may be due to the increase in population throughout the world.
Okay. So even they are saying that even the Chinese population is increasing. Sometimes comparing to the Chinese, India is having a more scope with respect to the retailing. What might be the reason?
Sir, due to increase in demand.
Okay, demand. So just to confirm, can all please switch on your videos for a few minutes? Afsal, Alison, Sharin, Vijay, Dheeraj, Nikhil, Naveenan, Vishnu, Melby, Chandan, Jade, Subham. Yes, Subham, Mohin, Mohin, are you online? Subham?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, Subham? So can anyone just check text Subham that whether he is online or he might be having some any mic problems. So okay, so okay, you can switch off. So as of now, Subham, I can't give attendance. So whenever you are responding, kindly switch on your video and respond so that it will be interactive for us. Yes. Um, yes. Come back to the question. So as
Yes,
sharing
sir.
told, there is increase in demand, right? Yes.
Sir, Shubham is here, sir.
Yes, Subham.
Yes, sir.
So I can't see you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So are you traveling?
No, sir. Sir, actually, I'm sitting in my shop. That's why
Sir, during the
I'm
class, you
attending
have to be in the
classes from
proper
outside.
place and you have to attend the class and you have to interact.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
coming back to Sherin. Sherin, can you switch on? So as you
Yes,
replying this
sir.
demand, right? So I'm just comparing with the Chinese. China also the demand is increasing overall. I mean, not specific to the particular any product. How you say the demand in India is increasing than in any other country?
So because consumers' preferences are changing,
What
their
particular
behavior
change?
and the behavior towards different products, how they behave, I think it's changing with the modern world. So that is why demand also fluctuates.
See, example. I'm not speaking about fluctuation. I'm speaking about a growth.
Sir, as we can see in fashion industry,
Okay.
uh, consumers have this change in demand
No,
when
whatever you
new
are saying
brands
is a
are
generalized statement. All over the world, the lifestyle is changing. Everybody is just to want to follow other country. We are learning from America, and Americans are learning from India. There is an exchange of culture. But in
Hmm.
specific, why Indian economy is growing mostly because of retail industry. And if you say that if there is any change in fashion means, what might be the reason?
Sir.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So, as Sharon said before, it's one reason is because of the change in lifestyle. Because before, Indians used to produce things which they need in the home itself. Now they are changing towards getting the things from shop or anything, ready-made items. That may
Example,
be one reason.
example.
So, like before, we used to produce all the spices, powder, and all in the home itself. We used to grind it. But right now, what we do is that we buy it from shops or anything. That also, when it comes to fashion industry or cloth itself, we used to make our clothes which we need. But right now, what we do is that we go to a retail store and we buy it. So that may be one reason why the retail industry is growing in India compared to China, sir.
Yes, so again, I'm coming back to the same question. Why there is a change? Earlier, we are producing the food or whatever maybe the dress we are making. So nowadays, we are more dependent on some other retail shops. Why? What might be the reason for that?
So everything
So
is
the people
available at
are
one place. Everything
Yes,
is available. So availability, everything is available at one place. Like retail, if you go to a retail shop, mostly everything is available, sir. Like from grocery, most of the things. If you go to a DMart and all, you'll find many things. And not only that, sir, income is also increasing. Like person to person income is increasing. And next, one more point is the product range is so large. Like we have product from 500 rupees to 1 rupee sachets. So that's the reason I guess the growth of retail mainly is.
okay, Alison, when you're speaking, please switch on your video
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
so that it will come to my in front. Because as I am having the PPT, unless you switch on the video, it won't come in front.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
Yes.
showed me network. My
And
bandwidth is
and,
not
and
that
your
good.
voice is also very less.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, better, better, Alison. Yes. Hmm.
Yeah. So, sir, I guess the product range is so much. That is one of the reason that retail is
Yes,
booming,
if
sir.
you see the graph, if you compare for the last 5 years, the growth rate is very, very high. The compounded annual growth rate, we call it as a CAGR, okay? So worldwide it is very, very high, and India is also, it is recorded compared to the other country, retail industry is growing very fast in last 5 years.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So within 5 years, what had happened to us? Or might be for the last 20 years, it is changing very drastically.
Sir, probably the income of people have increased. Household income has generally increased everywhere. People are becoming more aware of the market, and we have
Generally,
a
we are
wide
speaking
range of
about
products.
unemployability. There is no growth, no increment. These are the cases we are hearing for last 10 years, right?
So can I say?
Yes, Mohit.
So with the growing population, so there's already a shift in consumer preferences and all. As it was said earlier, like we used to produce like spices and all in a house only. So now the younger generation like prefers to buy stuff which is already made. So it therefore like pushes. Therefore it results in the number of retail stores around us, so that may be a reason.
Okay, maybe.
And
Hmm.
one
so
more
one
thing,
reason
like
may be So one reason may be because of availability of alternatives, sir. Before 5 years before, we were only able to get two or three alternatives for the same product, and the price range also was fixed to one specific point. So right now, since the variety of alternatives have increased, the price also varies from branch to brand. So that make easy for the customers to choose which quality of the product at which price range which they need, sir. That may be one reason why the demand for retail products has also been increased, because The effort has reduced. Also, the price of the product also has reduced.
The discussion is demand for retailing. We are not speaking for a product. We are not speaking about a service. We are not speaking about a product management. Retailing. Why there is an increase in more number of retailers, more number of retail formats. Okay, so if it is a supermarket, that is more than enough for us to give most of the product. Why we are having a variety of products? Even our petty shops is redefined as small organized shops. Okay, so when we say earlier we look for a petty shop, now we are moving towards a general supermarket or hypermarket. But again, there is another format, small, that we call it as a street stores. Okay, it's a line of stores, small stores. These also we are looking for. Why? It is so. Mohin, you have one more point, right?
Yes, I said about the change in population, growing population. So to counter that, like more and more retail stores are being open, so to meet the consumer demands.
Okay, fine. So next you can see the next slide when we speaks about the ranking of the country with respect to their score, with respect to the retail growth or overall things. So we can say that with the growing middle class, even the China, Malaysia, Turkey, UAEs, they are at the next phase with respect to the growth. So you can, it is said that China, along the index leaders, drops to the second place at the market matures, but the country still leads in the pack in other areas, most probably in e-commerce. So it is saying that China, even the population is still number one in growth rate. They are saying that it's a maturity stage with respect to the retail growth, and India is still increasing. Why? Yes, Jade, can you contribute some points?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you repeat the question once, sir?
Okay, so please settle down in one place so that you can listen to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So comparing India and China, they are saying that Indian retailing is at a very fast growth rate and China is nearing the maturity stage.
Yes, sir. Uh, you want my comment, sir, on it?
Yes.
So I think the current situation with China, with other countries regarding the whole pandemic situation,
No, it is not with
as
respect to the pandemic, it is a general statement. This slide is related to general statement before the pandemic.
okay, sir. I think people are looking for other outlets to sell, to buy their products from, and the next best thing was India as compared to China.
Please understand the question. The growth rate in China is lesser than the growth rate of India. So as earlier our friends discussed that there is a lot of demand is increasing because of this a lot of increase in income, increase in population. This is a generalized things we are learning. Okay, but still China is number one in growth in terms of population. As the population is increasing, there should be the increase in demand also. But still they are saying that China is at the maturity stage, but India is still
So,
growing.
so because China, there's so many people that most of the people are not, uh, like most of the people are still living in poverty as compared to India. So they can't afford all the products. That's why they're shipping most of their products to other places. That's why they're still in the majority phase, according to me, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Jed.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So we will come back, friends. So just we will discuss a few points in the PPT because in the first unit there are a lot of basic points has to be discussed, and in the next units we will be discussing with our group study or things. And again, just a reminder, as I shared the link also. So most of the teams are filled. If the few names are not filled, means I will fill on my own randomization and you have to follow with that. So in forthcoming discussions, it will go as a group. If any one of the member is not present in the group mate, they will be the loser. Okay. So please, all of you fill your groups at your convenience. Okay. So again, coming back to the functions of retailing, it's a sorting. The sorting means it is a sourcing from the different places. So actually retailing is collecting a product from wherever it is a cheaper, wherever it is a quality one, and consolidating in one place. that is assembling it and again redistributing to the places wherever it's possible. So it is sorting, sourcing from wherever it is available, best possible rate and best possible quality, and finding out the right audience or the right customers. So we are breaking the bulk, so we are consolidating, making as a bulk, and again so we are breaking the bulk and distributing in small pieces in different places. Okay, and retailing is also involving a holding the stock. So as we are sourcing, it is not a wholesale. Okay, so there is a little bit difference. A wholesale means they will buy it and sell it immediately. Okay, but in terms of retailing, we have to hold, sometimes we have to hold for a certain period of time. So holding stock is also a function of a retailer. All things comes for the same, either for a retailer or for the retailing, the thing are same. Okay, so we have to hold the product for a certain period of time, and we have to have a channel of communication. Channel of communication means we have the channel call from the manufacturer, we are receiving to the wholesaler or a distributor or carrying forwarding agent, and then again it moves to the retailer. In between these people, there may be a chance of a agent or broker or any intermediary, and finally it goes to the end retailer and it goes to the consumer. So in between all this communication, advertisement is a separating. The manufacturer gives the advertisement directly to the consumers through the media, that is separate. But apart from this communication, there is advertising communication, there are a lot of communication has to be done. This is taken care by the retailing people. Now coming back to the channel of communication, is a very important thing. According to your knowledge, you also worked in a project for the last 2 months. Okay, according to you, apart from the end advertisement directing toward the consumer, what are the other promotions or communications the company has to involve to sell the product with respect to the retailing? Yes, other communications. What are the other communications? So within the organization we have a lot of communications. Okay, within the organization, HR, marketing, production, there's the internal communication that is separate, and the communication directly to the consumers, that's mostly we call it as a mass promotion or mass media communication. That is specifically we can say it's advertisement. Apart from these two, what are the channels of communication and what are the different communication the company has to do? Yes. Okay, so
So calling is one of them. Like
yes,
getting some different. So calling, direct calling happens.
calling whom?
Hello.
Yes, calling whom?
So calling the customer itself. We get leads from these cardekho.com, all of these web portals. So the leads from there, we take it and we can directly call them if they're
Okay,
interested. Because I did my the market survey in it. So we get a number of, there was a list given to me and I have to call them and segregate them. So one is calling, which I have done myself. Direct calling, sir.
direct calling from by whom? Whether by the company or by the
From
retailer?
the company itself, sir. From the company itself.
Okay, so this comes under what? We have
Sir,
five promotion mix, right? We have five promotion mix. Can you recollect? We have five promotion mix. What you are telling comes under what?
people, my job was to segregate them according to the income level and the preference of
Alison,
the car.
the five promotion mix. One is advertisement. Likewise,
I don't remember, sir. I don't remember it.
promotion mix. Anyone? Dear friends, with respect to the specialization, we are not learning nothing new concepts. Only we are learning new examples. So we have to stick on with the basics.
Sir,
Okay, 4 P's, 7 P's.
sir, personal selling,
Yes, personal selling, very good.
direct marketing,
Direct marketing,
Sales promotion.
sales promotion, very good.
sir, after sales service,
No, no, no. After sales service won't come. And first one is advertising. Okay, advertising, sales promotion, personal
public
selling,
relation,
direct marketing, and public relation and publicity. Okay, so these are the five promotion mix, very, very important. Alison, what you told comes under which promotion?
A personal selling, sir.
Personal selling. Okay, so personal selling is directly contacting the consumer. So what I am exactly asking, apart from directly speaking to the, yes, absolutely, it is not advertisement, it is another channel. not contacting with the end consumer, is there is any communication? Because in the retailing, we are not speaking more. So please understand, every subject has its own specific objective. Consumer behavior, we mostly speaks about speaking with the consumer. Either the manufacturer speaking directly with the consumer or a retailer directly speaking with the consumer. Okay, services is general concept, is speaking about the intangible products. Okay, with respect to the retailing, we are speaking in between. Okay, we are not much more focused on our production oriented thing. We are not so much focused on the consumer oriented things. In between, we are speaking. So we are mostly speaking about the intermediaries. Okay, so in this, what might be the channel of communications will be possible. Okay, I can ask in a reverse. Assume that you are a retailer. Okay, what type of communication you have to receive from what type of people? Assume that you are a retailer. You can assume as any type of retailer, supermarket, hypermarket, petty shop, whatever it may be. What are the different types of communication received daily you are receiving from whom?
So there is a set of communication from wholesalers, depending on the product and its offers. So the retailer will always think that when I give it to the customer, what benefit I have first.
Okay.
For example, if a retailer comes that you have a commission of 3% or 5% for the product that you sell outside, he will promote it according to the customer. That's how a normal retailing business goes.
Okay, so in retailing, the main important communication we have to receive is with respect to the promotion, details of promotion. It may be offer, discount. A lot of promotions are there.
Yes, sir. And looking on to what benefits I have as a retailer and also the customer.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, thank you. So apart from it, apart from promotion,
And sir, like we also need to communicate with the company, like what discount they are giving us, like what percentage of cash discount can we get from them and
yes,
other things, so
yes,
that it can help us to give further discount to the customers.
yes. So it is also a part of promotion. Yes, it comes under trade promotion. Yes, very good. Any other thing?
And also, sir, if at all the product does not is being sold, what will the wholesaler do in order to, will they take it back, or will that be a loss for us? Like if a certain period of time it is not being sold, what will be done next?
Okay, so that is called as, yes. So please, friends, try to speak with. I request all the people in retail management, try to speak with any one distributor. He can be a SIM distributor, he can be a powder distributor, he can be a Horlick distributor, whatever it may be. Please try to contact any one distributor or dealer, a two-wheeler or four-wheeler. So even in your place itself, you can find anyone, or you can just get through your friends. Try to speak to any one distributor. Then you can clearly understand what the retailing has to do. Okay, so as you said, the communication with respect to the promotion is very important, and the communication with respect to the product is very, very important. Okay, so with respect to the product, what are the information we have to receive? Because one side we have to receive, then only we can communicate to the end consumers, okay, or our regular customers. Okay, apart from this promotion, what are the other information we need?
So we
Because
need to
whatever is called
know.
as channel of communication, we have to receive some information from someone else, then only have to communicate to the end consumer. Okay, that is the next part. So when the consumer might be asking about the price, the consumer might be asking about the brand, the consumer may be asking about the quality, the consumer may be asking about the availability. Whatever the consumer is asking, the retailer, I'm a retailer, I'm answerable. So for answering this question, I have to get some information from the next person. That's the previous channel. Okay. Yes, promotion is perfect. That's one spot with respect to the discount, with respect to the schemes, with respect to the offers. But please remember, as you chosen the, yes, let me complete. As you chosen the marketing manager, please remember the promotion plays a very, very, very less role in terms of tackling the consumers. Okay, we are seeing, so if you have a supermarket, as obviously the supermarket people have to give offer discount, etc. That is a problem of the retailer. But when you are in the middle level channel, okay, so if you are becoming a retail manager, Then you have to focus on it, how I can promote a product to the consumer. But please remember, as a manager, as a manager from a representing company, for example, like a company called Britannia, okay, you have to promote the product through the distributor, through the retailer. Okay, so you may not be meeting directly with the consumers. Okay, I have to encourage the retailer to take more products. Even it is a retail management, but you have to think as how I can convince the retailer. Okay, even you have a 1 crore budget, how you are going to operate it, how you are going to communicate it to different type of retailer, that matters. Consumer, it is very easy. We can give one advertisement and immediately give some discount. And even at the time of purchase, you put very nice merchandising. We can confuse them, we can convert them. But with respect to the handling the retailer, it's not so easy because it's a long-term business. Today I have to go to the retailer shop. Tomorrow I have to go. Next month I have to go. Next year I have to go. If it is a distributor means I have to meet him frequently. He is my boss actually. He is giving the entire primary. I'm dependent on, so I cannot cheat. But the consumers, we can easily, we can convert, because today's customer, tomorrow I will get another customer. But in terms of retailer, I cannot get thousands of retailers. If you say there is a 1 lakh consumers in a particular place, we might be having only 100 or 200, a proper retailer. Other retailers are small retailers. So out of 100, I will be having 1 or 2, a proper dealer or distributor. So these people are very important for me, and the information with respect to the marketing of product has to be shared properly to them. So I have to know what are the information. Yes, now we identified with respect to the promotion, we should communicate. With respect to the after sale service, that is a claiming procedure. If anything happened to the product, how I can get that? It's called as a return policy or after sale service. Yes, fine. Apart from with respect to the product, what are communication has to be done?
So communication regarding where to place the product, like so that it's so the customer can see it like properly, shelf space and all,
Okay.
which
Yes. Placing a product in a particular retail outlet. Okay, good. Then,
yes sir, yes sir.
yes.
So we should even know the difference between our own product. Like if we are selling tiles, we should know what is the difference between this tiles and that tiles. How can we like tell the customer like this is different from that?
Yes, you are speaking as a retailer or you are speaking as a marketing manager?
Sir, retailer, sir. Sir, if we like, sir, if there is a tiles like the both are from different companies. There
Yes,
are two companies.
yes,
As a retailer, I'm keeping two companies with me.
yes,
So if the price of a product is 350 per piece, and if the price of a product is 250 per piece, so I should be able to convince them that why 100 rupees is more than the other product.
yes, exactly. The product information is required. So as we know till now, we mostly thought to play with the price reduction. So as Subham said, the product is 5,000 rupees. My product is 4,000 rupees. Mean I can easily sell. Okay, I can say it's a cheap product, the same quality. Both the qualities are same. My brand is giving a very lesser price. Please buy. It's easy. And if I'm having a very good offer, it is very easy to sell. But sometimes your product is 5,000 rupees. My product is 6,000 rupees. But I have to sell. I will call it as a brand. I will call it as a quality. I will say value. But I should explain it right. Because another side, my competitor company is giving a lot of advertisement. Okay, this is my offer, this is my discount, compare this and this. Even if you go to the supermarket, there will be exact comparison. How I can handle this? I have to explain to the customer, right? If I'm speaking to the customer. So I should know about the product. I should know about the quality. So if you are running a retail shop, there will be n number of products. For example, there will be 500 different types of products, and each product will having a five or six ranges will be there. Each one having a different quality, different packaging, different pricing. These also has to be known by the retailer. Then only we can easily answer to the questions of the consumers. Okay, fine. So all these things we will discuss in detail. The channel of communication. The communication, it includes how much quantity of a product have to stock. That is called as the inventory management. Okay, at any point of time, a retailer should know what is my average sales per day. Even you can say speakers in supermarket means average sales per hour. Per hour. per product from a particular rack through a particular salesman. This much tracking you have to make. Okay, so the applications and other softwares will help us, but we should have that much information, because if the product is kept in the center, it might have a different sales. If it is moved a little bit another side, the sales might be increasing or decreasing. That is also matter. So there are a lot of channel of communication required. Next we come to the transportation. Yes, the transportation from the manufacturer place to the warehouse place and retail place, and what is the type of vehicle I have to use with respect to the retail, that also matters. And if I am running a big retail shop, if I am giving a delivery service, what type of transportation I have to choose. Okay, so with respect to the transportation, why they are emphasizing on the transportation? Assume that you are a retail shop, you are running a retail shop. Why the transportation is important for a retailer? Yes.
So the transportation is from two aspects, like bringing the things from the company and then delivering it to the customer. So like it is based on both the basis, like from how will we get the product from the manufacturing plant, and after getting the order, how will we supply it to the our customers.
Okay, so as you are a retailer, you are going to redistribute, right? So what are the problems you might be facing in terms of transportation?
So breakage,
Okay, breakage. Then,
higher transportation
so
charges.
delay in delivery,
yes,
delay in delivery.
delay in delivery. Okay. Okay, think.
Sometimes
Transportation charges.
sometimes the cost of transportation might be high.
Yes. Okay. So assume that you are a distributor, you have to distribute to the 100 retailers. You are a distributor, you have to distribute to the 100 retailers. 100 retailers may be located in different places at different distances. Their streets may be different, and their size, the format might be different. Okay, so how you can plan the transportation? So you have to think like a dealer. So again, I am saying, if you want to learn a proper marketing, please speak to a distributor or dealer first, then speak to the retailer. Retailer is easily accessible, but in terms of dealer and distributor, we have to find any one proper distributor, then only we can learn more. That we call as a channel management. Yes. Yes, Dheeraj, are you online? Dheeraj?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Dheeraj. So with respect to the advertising, next I'm moving to the advertising. What are the ways the retailer can advertise? Retailer, I'm not speaking about a manufacturer. So please switch on your video, Dheeraj, so that I can see you.
Yes, sir.
Retail advertising, the functions of retailer. They said that one of the function of retailer is advertising. How he is actually advertising? What are the different ways the retailer can advertise? What to
So
advertise?
word of
Having your product wherever the customer can focus on immediately.
So that
Maybe
is
as
called
soon as
as.
he enters the store, so you have your product, any
Oh,
product that you want to advertise. As soon as he enters the store, you have the product there. So that might be a form of advertisement.
what is the name of the process? Keeping a product visible to the customer in the retail outlet. What is the name of that? Is there is any name for? Please keep the product in the right place so that it is visible to the right customer. What is the name for that?
Not
display
sure, sir.
centers.
The display centers, display advertisement.
Okay, so display. Okay, yes. Naveenan? Naveenan?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, Naveenan. Tell me, Naveenan. So, what are other ways the retailer can advertise?
You can go with the tie-ups,
Okay.
word of mouth, like from tie-ups, like
What is tie-up? We won't use the word called tie-up. Is there is any other
uh,
proper word?
partnership.
The partnership in terms of ownership. Dear friends,
Yes,
please
sir.
understand some jargons to be used in market. So kindly speak to your seniors, what are the words they are using. So whenever you are sitting for the interview, you have to use the current industrial words.
Okay, sir.
Philip Kotler book, that book they will be giving different words, but currently what is the word they are using? For example, we will
Okay.
say in marketing, we won't say please achieve the target. Nobody will say achieve the target. Please focus on your primary.
Yes, sir.
So what is primary in terms of marketing? For example,
Goal.
your boss is saying, Naveenan, don't worry about secondary. Please focus on your primary. Don't complain on secondary. This is a technical word they use in retail and marketing. What it means?
Focus on the goals, sir.
Yes?
Main objective. Focus on the main objective.
They're assuming you are owning
Uh,
a company. For example, you're working in ITC marketing.
yes,
Okay?
sir.
ITC classmates.
Target.
ITC classmate notes. Okay? As a
Yes,
boss,
sir.
I am saying, Naveenan, you are always complaining on the secondary. Sir, secondary is not happening, sir. Okay, don't tell these stories. Please focus on your primary. That means what?
Yes, sir.
What? That means what?
Achieving my targets,
What is your target?
to sell as many books
To whom?
to the customers, make
Who
reach
is
to
your
all the customers,
who is your customer?
promote consumers like students, office, like where people use it for logs.
So after MBA, if you joined in any company like ITC means you will go door by door, you go to each and
No,
every
sir.
student, you will sell the book, right?
Digital medium, sir. Marketing.
Sir, ITC they won't take you for digital media, sir. You will learning digital media just for a backup. Nobody is going to sell through digital media when you join in channel management. That's for just only for promotion. For that you have to join in Amazon or Flipkart like that. Digital media just
Okay,
to give you idea how to promote. I said you joined in a channel management. For example, you joined as a territory sales in charge.
okay, sir.
Okay, for a particular location. So now I am saying do yours primary.
Campaigns, sir. We can do campaigns.
That is called as promotion. That is the activity to add your sales. So please understand these are different schemes. So always we try to speak about give schemes, keep displays. These are the one of the not even a 10% of our activity in terms of marketing. But mostly we will speak about advertising, mostly we speak about schemes. If the company gives, then only we can give it. If the company says, please organize some promotion, means we can go for what you say, the event promotion, sponsorship, etc. If the company is not saying, means it is not happening, right? And
Yes,
please
sir.
understand, if you join in a very reputed company, means there will be a separate team, branding team will be there. They will take care of that event promotion. You have no job in it. If it is a small company, means they won't have any budget to these activities. So we have a wrong perception that we are going to do this. No, no, no. If it is a small company, means there is no budget. If it is a big company, means they have separate team to perform it. Your role is to sell. Then what you will do? What is
No
meant by
idea, sir.
primary target? So anybody can please explain? All dear marketing friends, you have some exposure in the project also. What is meant by primary achievement? What is meant by secondary achievement? In terms of retail management, we are focusing on primary achievement. When I am dealing a retailer, the boss will say, please focus on primary. Naveen, that means what? Stephen, are you online? Stephen? Okay. Any Harshavardhan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Harshavardhan. Please switch on your video and say what is meant by primary
Yes.
sales and secondary sales. Dear friends, we have to move more in retail, but initially we introduction itself we got stuck. It's just to one slide, it's just a two more question, but the basic we have to learn. Yes, Harshavardhan.
Yes, sir. Basically, sir, primary sale. Um,
Please switch on your video.
Sir, I told you my camera is not working, sir. It's a new model, so it's the camera is not available in the market. They are telling that within
Okay,
week
okay,
they will.
okay, okay, okay. Resolve it fast.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. So basically, primary sales, you can say, when the manufacturer itself is selling the company to selling the product to the market.
Okay.
But when the distributor or someone came in between, then you can say it as a secondary sale, something like that. So,
Okay. If you are a marketing manager, which is more important for you, secondary or primary?
so if what?
If you are a marketing manager for a particular company,
Yes,
which
sir.
is more important for you, secondary or primary?
So primary, sir.
Why?
So because there are many retailers from the who are taking from the same company, but I have to make my good relationship with the company itself. So basically, I'll focus on the company first, then on the other retailers.
Okay, fine. So, friends, for your clarification, so please understand the two technical words we normally use in marketing is primary sales, secondary sales. Okay, so if I am working in a company, so for example, when I worked in PepsiCo, so I have to report to Pepsi. Okay, so my duty is not working with the retailer. Okay, I have to work with the distributor. So every day, every week, I have to follow through my representatives to make the distributor to give order to my company. Daily they will be giving a Pepsi or slice or whatever it may be, Aquafina, so whatever it may be the product, so daily we will have a target. So I have to ensure that each and every distributor, I handle around 5 distributors. Okay, my job is to take care of 5 distributors. I have to ensure every month the 5 distributors are taking the targeted products brand in the right quantity. That is my primary target. If my primary target is over, my job is done. Secondary, with respect to the distributor, what is meant by their primary is the distributor has to redistribute the product to the retailer. So if I am a distributor salesman, mean my primary job is to sell the product to the retailer. Okay, then the retailer has to sell the product to consumers. Okay, this is a chain. So for me, I will say my primary sales is selling a product to the distributor. My secondary sales. So this month, for example, I can make the distributor to buy 1,000 cases of Aquafina. Okay, my target is done for this month. But when I come to the next month, unless these 1,000 cases were sold in the market, I cannot sell back again. I cannot make the distributor to reorder for the thing. So what is my next role? I have to ensure that the distributor is reselling these cases to the retailer. So this is also my duty, but my primary duty is my primary sales. So day one, I have to make the distributor to make an order, and I have to ensure my product from the manufacturing point reaching the distribute point. My primary target is over. I am safe that month. But still, for taking care of my next month target, I have to ensure all the salesmen are going to the retail shop, they are taking the right product, they are driving the right vehicle, they are going the right route, and they are visiting the retailers, they are making a sale to the retailer. That is called as secondary sales for me. Okay, then my job is not over. Every week or every month, whenever possible, I have to go and visit the retail shop, where they are placing, how they are placing, how they are operating. So distributor will be, so for example, I am giving 5% discount to the distributor, means the distributor might be giving 3% to the retailer. So sometimes the retailer has to pass on, it might be a consumer promotion. They have to pass on the discount to the consumers, whether they are doing it, whether they are properly keeping the product, whether they are merchandising it properly, if it is a soft ingredient, whether they are keeping in a refrigerator, whether the salesman present in the retailer are with a good attire, they know about the product. These are also things I have to take care. Why? The retailer has to sell the product to the consumers. Only if the retailer sell the product to the consumers, the stock will be out. Then the retailer will order to the distributor. Then only the distributor will order to the company next month. So for taking care of the primary, I have to ensure the secondary sales is happening from the distributor to the retailer. For ensuring the tertiary sales, we call this a tertiary sales, the retailer has to keep the product properly and you have to sell it properly. So it is a chain. It is a chain. So mostly for the company side, they are looking for the primary, but ensuring the primary, I have to ensure the secondary. For ensuring the secondary, I have to ensure the tertiary. The tertiary is, we cannot so much interfere with tertiary, but with respect to the retail management, I can visit the retail shop. I have to ensure whether they are having enough stocks or not, whether they have enough ranges of products or not, whether all the products are in a good condition, is there is any expiry stock is there, whether they are keeping it very clean, the salesman is properly trained, and so at least up to this level I can track. Apart from that, I cannot track for all the 30 days. Okay, so this advertisement is with respect to distributor. Okay, the distributor, I can give some amount of money to make the retailer to do some advertisement, that is called a joint advertising. Joint advertising means I can send a lot of brochures and pamphlets to the distributor point. The distributor salesman has to take all the brochures, all the pamphlets, all the stickers, and he has to give to the retailer, and the retailer has to paste it properly. Okay, that is also my job. Advertisement is not my job, but this we call this a sales kit. So the salesman has to take a paper or a note. Okay, even if the app is there, he has to note it down. But to promote, the company will be sending lot of promotional kits. I have to ensure the along with the product, the promotional kit is transported from the company to the distributor point, and distributor point to the retailer. So if you check any distributor point, you go and check personally, there will be most of the promotional product will be waste. Either it may be a banner or a brochure or some pamphlets or a leaflets. Most of the things will kept idle because they will be more focusing on selling the product. They won't bother about carrying these kits. But as a retail manager, it is we are responsible to make it has to be pasted in a right place. That is also a part of retailing. And the next one is ensuring the assortments. Okay, so mostly the retailer, what he will do is, even we have 10 products, he always go with the best products. Okay, which is already advertised well, it is well known, the product is cheap or demand is very high. He always want to sell only the comfortable products. But as a marketing manager, I have to sell all the 10 products. Okay, so it is my responsibility to make the retailer to sell all the products. I cannot force him to tell equal as the best product. For example, there is A, B, C. A may be selling 90 pieces. I have to ensure B is selling at least 5 pieces, C is selling at least 5 pieces, or at least one piece placed there. Even it is not selling, I have to ensure some product has to be placed. That is assortment selling. So volume target, I can make the customer, make the retailer to sell for 100 crore, but doesn't mean that I am selling all the products. Okay, so that is called range selling. Volume target is different. Volume target, for example, if you say Horlicks, okay, there are a lot of brands under Horlicks. Okay, general Horlicks will sell very good. But if you compare with the junior Horlicks, if you compare with the women Horlicks, the ratio is very, very less. In terms of volume target, they will say sell 1,000 cases. Yes, I can sell 1,000 cases. Condition apply. I have to sell 20 cases of minimum junior Horlicks. 50 cases minimum women Horlicks. 50 cases with respect to the diet Horlicks. Likewise, chocolate Horlicks. There will be some other brand which is not selling so much. So this is also my job. That is called as assortment selling. So retailer, he is not only selling the product for a volume, he has to sell for the ranges that we have to ensure. So if you want to sell more ranges, again as a marketing manager, I have to decide this SKU. So range is different, SKU is in specific. Okay, even as a Horlicks, it can be in a bottle, it can be in a plastic, it can be in a pouch. This is also 3 SKUs. In each SKU, there may be 100 gram, there may be a 250 gram, there may be a 500 gram. So I have to multiply it. So for the same Horlicks, you might be having a 20 to 25 SKUs, stock keeping units. There is a 20, variety is different. Okay. So in the same company, 5 variety, each variety having 5 different ranges mean I have to ensure at least 25 assortments to be available in the retail outlet. But I cannot make the petty shop to keep all these products. A petty shop, if I am keeping all this money, it won't sell. I have to go for a low utility pack. There is a 1 rupee sachet or 10 rupee sachet or 50 rupee sachet. Only I can go with it. If it is a supermarket, hypermarket means I have to focus on 2 liter, 5 liter, 10 liter, etc. I should not focus on the Small LUP cannot be sold in supermarket. So with respect to the selling also, I should be very careful what type of SKU can be sold in what type of retail outlet. That is a major decision we have to take. So the same way, the retailer also have to decide what type of advertisement he has to adopt, what type of ranges he has to select. If you're a retail manager, the biggest challenge is, like me, thousands of retail managers will be coming to you, will be giving a lot of proposal. I will giving this refrigerator, I will give free of cost, I will paint this, I will give this lot of discounts, etc., blah blah blah. I will say, as a retail manager, you should be very careful in selecting which promotion I have to adopt. Just for getting extra 10% discount, I cannot accept all the products, because that may go as a damaged product. Okay, so we should be very careful in terms of selecting the assortments. And other services, what the retailer has to say, sometimes you have to give a credit, sometimes you have to give a payment options, we have to give additional packaging and after the service, that also has to be given by the retailer. So we know as a concept wise, we know sorting, breaking the it is very easy to write for the exam, but in practical, each and every word we can say it is a separate book we can write for each and everything practically. So okay, these all things comes under functions of retail. Okay, so yes, so I will just rush up within 5 to 10 minutes. So retail, it says that it is sales to the final consumer. So mostly from the retailer to the end consumer, it will say, and mostly it will be small average sales, and retail only it is possible of impulse purchase. But when I'm selling to the retailer, I cannot impulse. But when I'm making the retailer to sell to the consumer, I can find the way how it can be impulse. So in the retail outlet, so these things you have to think as a retailer. For answering these retail characteristics, you have to think as a retailer. Okay, so I am selling to the end consumer. Mostly I am doing in a pieces. Impulse purchase is happening, and I am a mediator between a wholesaler or a manufacturer or a distributor to the consumer. I'm acting as an intermediary, and I have to stock a small quantity of products, and comparatively, unlike a distributor, I'm having a less space. Okay, and I have to speak personally with the customers. I have to satisfy the customers. Here all my thinking is about a customer when I'm speaking about retail. Okay, so assume that you are running a retail shop. So here we have to think as a retailer. Okay, so earlier thing we are speaking about a channel management, how to approach a retailer. Now we have to discuss as a retailer. So when I have to start a retail shop, what are the factors I have to consider? This is a very important question. It is a very big question. Okay, so first thing, internal factor, external factor. Internal factor means each and every retailer has its own brand image. Okay, when it goes to D-Mart or when it goes to Walmart, whatever it may be, it has its own brand image. According to the brand image only, I can promote my product, I can do my retailing activities. Okay, and I have to understand what is my strength and what is my weakness, and what are the research and development can be. So the research and development is mostly happening in the big retail shop, branded retail shop. So these things I have to consider. External things, when I am going to start or already I had a retail outlet, what is very important is I have to understand the environmental factors. Here I mentioned as a pestle, political factor, environmental factor, economical factor, and the social factor, technological factor, legal factor. So even for running a small retail shop, all possible environment I have to consider. And another thing I have to consider as a competition. The competition, my next retail outlet is also a competition, and we studied about 5 forces of competitions. So can anyone please recollect what are the 5 forces of competition, friends? Competition, 5 forces. Competition is general word. 5 forces of competition. Michael Porter, 5 forces of competition. Can anyone recollect? Vishnu?
Porter's model.
Vishnu? Can I have Vishnu? Hello, Vishnu?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Vishnu. Can you recollect the 5 forces of competition, Vishnu?
Sir, I don't remember, sir.
I will give a clue. Rivalry among existing firms. Threat of?
Don't know, sir.
Okay. Anyone? Anyone, friends?
Sir, suppliers.
Sir?
Suppliers.
What suppliers, sir? Please say it properly. Michael Porter, five forces.
Porter's
Power
five
of
forces,
suppliers.
order, competitors, suppliers, consumers.
No, sir. No, sir. You have to use the proper word.
Sir, it's power of suppliers.
Power of suppliers. Very good.
Power of
Power of
customers.
consumers.
Yes.
Threat of
Bar-
substitute product.
Bargaining power of suppliers. Bargaining power of buyers. Yes.
The threat of
Rivalry
substitute
the
among
product.
competitors.
competitive rivalry,
Rivalry among competitive existing firms. Very good. Then
Threat of substitutes.
threat of substitute.
Potential of
Threat of
new errands
substitute.
into the industry.
Last one.
It's a potential of newcomers in the industry.
Threat of new entries. Okay, so these things, please, all of you, please recollect these things. These are things will be asked in the exams. Okay, okay. So the competition, there are a lot of competition are there. So in this Michael Porter five forces competition. So as a retailer, I have to consider who is my equivalent competitor and who is my supplier. According to him, supplier is a distributor. The distributor itself can create a competition, and buyers, consumers can can create a competition. And if there is any new shop is going to open in the near future, it is a competition, and already there are some outlets are there. So he has to handle this much competition. So when we want to start a retail shop, we have to consider our internal strength and weaknesses and external things. External things are mostly is not under our control. We have to manage it. These are the factors. So these are detailedly explained in our slides that we discuss later. Okay. So this is the competition five forces. Okay. So the last discussion, how this retail will increase the economy of the country. But there is one title is called as economic and social importance. When the retail industry growing, how the economy of the country will grow?
So
The
we'll
more
get more tax.
better products.
Okay, so whenever there is a sale, buying and selling is happening,
We'll get more tax, sir.
there will be a tax for the government. Very good. Then, in what way will increase?
Say employment generation.
Yes, employment generation. Very good. Whenever
Employment.
there is a more demand for the product, somebody has to produce. Okay, somebody have to sell, somebody have to distribute, somebody have to transport, somebody have to pack, somebody have to brand. So there will be more employment opportunities will be coming. Very good. Then,
So consumption pattern will show a increasing trend.
yes, because of it, what will happen to economy?
So like more the people consume it, more the money will
Money to whom?
more economically the more economically the country will be growing.
So basically, lower income people will come to the middle class. Middle class will go to the upper class.
Upper class will become?
Super upper class. I don't know.
Okay. Then?
More circulation of money in the market.
Okay. Because of more circulation, what will happen to the economy?
So economy will develop, sir.
How?
GDP.
Okay. Okay, fine. So these things we will discuss with the later with the case study. I'm just listing out. Okay, so this is a very important one. So economic importance and social importance is a very, very important one. So because of retailing, the employment status will increase. Yes, obviously, whenever there is a buying and selling happening, the gross domestic product will increasing. Income and savings also will be increasing. Okay, so whenever we have more income, when there is a more sales, when there is more employment, there will be income. Okay, and disposable income. What is the disposable income? When there is a more number of retailers are there, we got impulse, so we will be spending. Okay, we will be spending. So our disposable income will be increasing, and inflation. These things. Inflation means the increase in price. Okay, when there is a more and more retailing is happening means slowly the price will increase. Okay, how the price will increase, friends? What is the law of demand?
Sir, if the demand increases, price increases.
Price increases.
Yes, yes. So whenever there's a demand is increasing slowly, the inflation rate. So inflation up to certain level, it is good. Okay. And the bank interest, whenever there is a bank interest rate is changing, there will be changing retailing, and it is in vice versa. Okay. The bank, so it will have, when there is a more sales is happening in retail industry, it will have the impact in the bank interest rate also. Okay. Then taxation policy, yes, there will be change in taxation policy. When the retail industry is growing, there will be sometime there will be reduction of taxation to encourage the retail. There will be increase in tax when the government want to take more money. In both way, it will be influencing the economy of the country. And other things, currency rates, forex duties, subsidies, these also will be either impacted or they will have some changes in terms of retailing. So these all factors are the economic factors we have to keep in mind before starting any retail outlet. The same way, social importance, why we have to watch retail. So as I said, India, the retail industry is growing because all these words are so important for our country. And the same way, social importance, okay. So in the retailing, we have to take care of our society. So we have to eliminate the harmful products. We have to sell the proper products. That should be ethics should be there in terms of retailing. And all the retailing, even it is a mechanized, customized, even you have online retail, still there should be a salesman should be there. So the human behavior is very important in terms of retailing. And in terms of retailing, we have to understand about the culture, subculture. That is very important. That in the environment itself it comes, and we have to take care of the physical environment. The consumers or retailers' beliefs and values has to be studied. Their religion, caste, the neighborhood, and what the family system. These are all things we will discuss later. Okay, I'm just listing on how the nuclear family or giant family will influence the retailing. How their traditional way of there is a lifestyle. Okay, traditional lifestyle or modern lifestyle will impact the retail industry, and their family life cycle. Okay, so family bachelorhood, honeymooners, these are family life cycle. This is one theory. Okay, so all each and everyone have the impact on the retail. So when it speaks about a society, when you are going to start a retail business in a particular area, you have to survey all these things. Whenever there is a change in culture, whenever there is a change in family life cycle, whenever there is a change in family system, that's an impact. Okay, Chinese, the one of the reason they are saying that why there is a little bit lag in the retail industry is the people are not ready to do a marriage. There's a lot of late marriages happening in Chinese, and they are not ready to have a kid also. Okay, because of lot of reasons, but because of this the retail is getting more affected. So whatever is required for marriages or taking care of the family system or taking care of the babies investment, other things are also getting affected. So when they want to continue as a bachelor, some type of business are getting affected. But India, even we are having a lot of challenges, still all these things are smoothly happening, and we have a lot of culture, different subculture, different caste, these all things favoring India to attract a lot of and different types of retail formats in India. Okay, so these two things are very important things. Later we will discuss. Okay, in future classes we will discuss with the other discussion, and mostly it will be as a group. Okay, so any doubt, friends, with respect to today's class?